Okay.
Mhm.
Hey Albert, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Oh man, the quality is like really low, but that's okay as long as people hear us well, which I'm sure they do. Everything's gonna be all right. So, can you just introduce yourself? What do you do? Where you do it?
Sure. My name is Albert Shulamov. I'm currently an e-commerce seller slash Amazon account manager. I basically work for a wholesale distributor that also specializes in Amazon accounts. They have several sellers, several accounts. I currently came on not really knowing anything about Amazon in particular, but they had a method that they implemented for me, and I studied and practiced that with
Hmm.
I guess each day that went by, in particular, you have to improve yourself and you have to find a lot of products. But as long as you find a particular guide, you essentially become a buyer, and that's what I am pretty much now. So I'm a buyer that works specifically with that.
So, you work for a company that does wholesale.
Right. Essentially, that's where it started.
Okay, and then you you are somebody that sells for them on Amazon.
Right.
Okay.
They wanted to expand, and now they've taken their Amazon account where they started just for one to have for that company,
Hmm.
and now they established that override to the store. So now the stores, they each have their own account, and now they've evolved from that to have an entire group
Hmm.
where they have Amazon sellers who strictly focus on spending every day looking for new products. Nobody overlaps with each other, so I'm not carrying my partner's products. Let's say he has his own products, and we all have that on a database where we can track who does
Oh, I
what. So
got
we're
it.
trained as buyers, and our platform is Amazon.
Okay, so you work for a company that has its own retail stores, and now
Yes,
they're expanding into, instead of retail stores, they're also going to have Amazon stores.
right.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so in this series, what we do is we ask people uh, basically what they expected a career to be like and what it's really like. I got inspiration for this series from YouTube, from other YouTubers. So,
Mhm.
what is the one thing you expected, but it didn't really turn out that way?
Well, I expected, well, first, I didn't think I would be in this career. Initially, I was doing computer information systems.
Okay.
I was in Baruch College learning that, and I had a side job, college job. And eventually, as time went by, they taught me to handle their specific Amazon account. They didn't know much, and
Okay.
I can only tell you that they don't know much now that I'm working in a different place. But they didn't know anything. But I still had to manage the account, so I got my experience from that. When the company was bought, the new company interviewed me. I guess they liked what I had to say. They liked how I handle things. They just believed that I didn't have the proper tools. So they wanted to mold me, and they wanted, I guess, put my brain with their knowledge and kind of combine that to make an account manager.
Hmm.
And it's nowhere where I thought I would be, but I can't say that I'm disappointed. So my expectation was to be in something completely different, but I ended up being very happy in a career I didn't think I'd find myself in.
Okay. So basically, to make it simple, there was a company that owned retail stores, and this company was bought out by a company that also does e-commerce, and so they transitioned you from doing like IT stuff into e-commerce stuff.
Essentially, I started doing IT in that company. I
Oh,
evolved handling one of their accounts, and that's where I kind of was noticed for the experience in that job.
okay,
So if I didn't get that shift in that position, I probably wouldn't be in this position right now. So it's
okay.
interesting how that stuck
So
out.
one thing we can learn from your first point is that even if you're in a different career style, that it's very much possible without education or anything like that to transition into e-commerce.
Essentially, if you work hard in anything, even if you don't know where you're going to be tomorrow, 10 days from now, if you apply your work and learn anything through what you're doing, even if it's a schoolwork or it's a job, I think you can apply the tools because e-commerce is not a very difficult
Hmm.
thing to do. You're taught, as long as you're given the venue. So, for example, I was given the Amazon account.
Hmm.
I'm taught the knowledge how to find products,
Hmm.
what I'm looking for, what people want, what sells best. And when those formulas are applied to, I guess, my work ethic, you have the molded shape.
Hmm.
You have the better employee, the better product. Because now it's kind of like with college. You come in with an impressionable mind, you're here to learn. and they give you the tools. So it's kind of more useful because in a lot of college classes, you walk out not remembering anything about the class. But here, since I'm applying it every day in my job, it's easier to remember. So also another point I would make is that you never know where you're going to end up tomorrow. So you might be starting one thing today and you might hate it, but you don't know how well you can do in that field, and someone can notice you, and that can take you from point A to point Z within a few days, and you don't know where you're going to end up. You can end up in something 100 times better than what you were initially doing.
Okay. Okay, so cool to know. So, for people watching this, if they're doing something outside of e-commerce, but they want to become an e-commerce specialist through
Really easy to
hard
step
work, excellent. So there's no
in.
college education.
I think
Right.
exactly.
Okay, great, great. So the transition isn't wouldn't be rough if you want to transition into e-commerce. Okay, go ahead. Oh, okay. What's number
I was
two?
just exactly.
What's number two?
Number two, I would say I didn't expect to be able to get as good as I thought I would that quickly. It's an insane formula. It's very simple. You come in, you look for products online, you find what works, you find what Amazon isn't carrying. Because the name of the game for online commerce is to be very individual. You want to be the one carrying best products out there. You don't want other competition. You can take that in different routes with private labeling. I deal with selling already established items, and it's really hard. You have to do a lot of research in finding it. But if you really dedicate the time and you put the effort, it really doesn't take much brains.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's sit there, you do the work. It's like as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of have to get creative sometimes with the searching. And if
Mm-hmm.
you're doing private labeling, you really have to do a lot of research on finding what items. There's an easy segmented way to find yourself into a certain department that
Mm-hmm.
maybe there's two competitors, and you can essentially come in, whether it's maybe trash bags or a specific brand of Keurig cup flavors.
Mm-hmm.
You can be very different, and that's all it takes sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's simple to take a new product, let's say, upload it onto Amazon, have some advertisers look at it, and before you know it, you go from a ranking of nothing to a ranking of top 25,000, and you're selling 100, 200 items per day. So
So
there's a whole spectrum of ways to be successful.
okay, so what I take away from this is that you're a guy who had a completely different career. You were an IT guy, and then you got into e-commerce. The transition wasn't rough, and like it wasn't like you like there was you just as long as you put the energy towards it, you became good at
I imagine myself every day. I wonder to myself, am I going to have this job tomorrow?
it. Mm-hmm.
It's job security is a big fear for me. I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow. But a lot of law of attraction sits in your head, and you tell yourself, with that attitude, am I going to get anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
So I kept telling myself, 6 months, start the job. If
Mm-hmm.
I'm not somewhere in 6 months, then maybe this is not the career for me.
Mm-hmm.
6 months came and went. I was maybe more ahead of where I was supposed to be. 1 month later, I'm at the job for 8 months already. I jumped to a level, my supervisor basically informed me that I jumped to a level where it takes someone 8 months to a year. It took me 7 months to make. So if you have the competence, if you have the will to want to work and to want to make money, there's no reason why you can't. You just need the proper tools, the proper venues, the proper software. Luckily, my organization gives me that.
Awesome. Okay, great. That's really like invigorating for people who are watching this probably. Okay, great. What's number three?
Number three, and I think this is what is most important, and I really want people to understand that a job, it might feel like something that's very stressful. You might feel like you're imprisoned in some sense, but a job should be something that gives you freedom. It should be something that gives you the financial know-how to not only be financially stable, but know maybe you want to take things somewhere else. So I didn't expect this job to give me as much freedom, honestly, as I thought I would have. I was able to move out with this job financially. I was stable enough, and it didn't take long because you get very quick, very very good, very quickly. You make commission, salary increases as your sales increase. So there's a lot of ways to jump ahead. It's really based on how well you perform. And now I'm able to do all the things I envision. Yes, at the end of the day, I'm making someone else money because I wouldn't be making as much commission as possible. But the way I like to look at it is that I'm helping him make money
Mm-hmm.
in order for me to show up to work every day, get a paycheck, and live out my dream of living out on my own and work at other side projects.
Mm-hmm.
Because yes, today I'm an e-commerce guy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe tomorrow I can be one of the best out there.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that that's the only thing I have to do. And e-commerce gives you the freedom because you can work less hours as you establish yourself more. You can make more money quicker, and you can use those finances to, for example, build other projects. You have a YouTube channel, you have other things that you want to work on. I think it's a great way to build more paths. That's why I like it so much, because I really have a lot of hope for the future now, honestly.
So what I take away from this is that uh, becoming good at e-commerce, whether you're work like even if you're working for somebody, it's actually contributing to future paths that can grant you a lot of freedom.
It could take you to it could take you somewhere deeper into where you want to go if you want to stay in this field,
Hmm.
or it could take you on other paths. This
Right.
could be your day, and you have your YouTube account later where you're talking about how to become a great Amazon seller. Maybe that's your passion. Or
Hmm.
maybe, for example, I love anime, and on the side, I'm working on my YouTube project where I talk about anime. And those are two very different worlds. But because I'm financially and I guess independently free because of my great job at the moment and the fact that it's a very open market right now, anyone can get in and anyone can do well. There's really no cap on it at the moment. And I'm able to take that, and now I'm able to use the finances and the knowledge to apply it onto other projects. I think Google does a great thing where they allow you to work an hour or two per day on your side projects outside of work. I kind of feel like I'm getting to do that now, and I'm really loving it.
Plus, like if you're good at selling things on the internet, you can pretty much apply that to anything.
Essentially, if especially if you're creating products, if it's something you're interested, let's take the anime example. If I want to make anime shirts, anime products, if I understand how the selling game works, I already have a leg up
Yeah,
on the market.
100%.
And right there, that's half the experience. Also, understand all you need is an Amazon account.
Right.
If you have something you're interested in, you like creating crafts, you like selling them, create an Amazon account, create listings, and work on those listings.
Right.
And you, from your house, can make lots of money. You don't need to go into a job. You can do this from your house, essentially.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, awesome, dude. Like, sorry, that's awesome. Also, you said you have an anime YouTube channel.
That's right. Right now, I'm working on a YouTube channel called the Anime Rebellion. Right now, my goal is to build a community, a group, a very exclusive group of people who see anime for something more than it is at the moment. It's not just a cartoon to me. I feel like there's a lot of anime out there that are really inspiring, really philosophical, really deep. They really got me to think in different ways. By the way, ways that I could mention help you get ahead in work, because these are philosophies you can apply to your everyday
Right.
life. I want to shed that light onto people, and I would love to build a community of people that see anime in that way to join you for this sense rebellion. We want to change the mainstream idea of anime. We want to present it to the Americans in a way that it's seen in Japan at the moment.
Right. Okay. Awesome. No, we're definitely gonna have a link to your YouTube channel in the description, as well as I don't know, maybe your
Yeah.
LinkedIn or something like that, where people can connect with you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing your points. If this video gets a lot of attention, we will make a part two. Full disclaimer: Albert is my cousin. I am related to him, but everything here is honest. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. If it gets a lot of attention, we will make a part two. Albert has plenty to talk about here. And yeah, that's it. All right, thanks, Albert.
Thanks for having me, man.